The water sample was obtained from Tasik Section 7. This is the water filter system that we use. We prepared 4 stages for the filtered system, where the first one we provide gravel stones, the second one we use small stones, and the third one we use finer materials, where in this case we provide fine sands or fine carbones, and the last one is cotton pads. The filtered water will flow into the beaker, and this is the raw water sample. This is our first run with first material, where we use fine sands. As you can see at the last stage, the residue is left on the cotton pads, and now the clear water has been come out into the beaker. Next is fine carbones. The same residue of carbons were left on the top of cotton pads, and clear water will come out into the beaker. And the same stage we use for the second run. This is side-to-side comparison, where we have carbon water sample, fine sands water sample, and the raw sample.
First parameter is pH value. Wash the pH probe with distilled water and insert it into the raw water sample to get the pH reading. Repeat the steps for fine sand and fine carbons water sample. Star symbol and beeping sound will indicate the pH reading has been obtained. This is the reading example.
Next parameter is the color. 10 ml of raw water sample was prepared in square sample cell. The cell will be wiped by tissue to prevent errors from our fingerprint. Code color 125 was selected in spectrophotometer to obtain the color value in PTCO. The steps will be repeated for other 2 water samples from fine carbons and fine sands.
Next parameter is volatile suspended solid. First, we obtain the weight of dishes using analytical balance. Pour 20 ml of raw, fine sand and fine carbon water sample into the dishes and put it in a preheated oven where the temperature is 105 degrees for 6 hours. After 6 hours, the sample dishes will be weighed again. After that, ignite it for 30 minutes in 550 degree muffle furnace. Cool it down in the desiccator for 30 seconds, and then we will obtain the last weight.
Last parameter stability test. By using a syringe, 10 ml of water sample was prepared into turbidity vials. The sample will be repeated for fine sand and fine carbon. This is the raw water sample, fine sand, and lastly fine carbon. The turbidity vials will be wiped with tissue to prevent error from our fingerprint. Set the turbidity meter with auto range and signal average, and then press read to obtain the turbidity value for raw sample in NTU unit. The step will be repeated for fine sand and fine carbon. After the test, all the apparatus will be washed with distilled water after the experiment finish.
From the experiments that have been done, these are the results and the findings. Based on the results, pH is the only parameters that did not show any significant change compared to VSS, turbidity and color. Most obvious is color, where it can be seen before testing the value in the spectrophotometer. The filtered water need further water treatment for it to pass the national water quality standard.